Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'll be explaining why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referred to as we in the plural form most times in the Qur'an. This doesn't mean Allah is more than one. Allah is one. Wahid, Kul huwallahu ahad. Allah is one. The reason you see most time which most Muslims are puzzled when they come across verses where Allah is referring to himself as we. They get confused. What's wrong? Allah is one, but is we. Let's first talk about some verses like that. When you check Surah Yusuf chapter 12 verse 2, you see where Allah said, Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyya la'alakum taqilun. Indeed, we reveal the Quran in Arabic language so that you may understand. Again, when you go to other verses of the Quran, like Surah Al-Insan, chapter 76, verse 2, verse 3, verse 4, you see this plurality keep showing. Like verse 2 read, Inna khalaqna al-insana min nutfatin amshajin nabtalihi faja'annahu sami'an basira. Indeed, we created men from the mixture of sperm drop so that we may test them, and we gave them sight and hearing. You keep saying we, give them away, we, you see it numerous in the Quran. This is what we call the majestic plural, or if you search any advanced dictionary, you see what is called narcissism. Narcissism is when somebody expresses a personal opinion but in a plural form, or when someone expresses him or herself in a plural manner, in a plural form, when expressing a personal opinion, like we are going to do it, don't worry, we are capable, just one person. So the majestic we, the royal we, which is also called the majestic plural, where a monarch, a king, summon someone to a court. The ancient emperors and all, they don't use singular. They say we summon you to a court. The bishop, the pope, they mostly use we. That's why it is called majestic plural. So we have the editorial we have the authors we. That's where the mathematicians and the scientists use the we too. When you check most of Albert Einstein, most of his book, he used we. And no wonder where a math teacher will be like, when you add 1 and 2, we have 3. His own personal opinion, but in a plural form. Like I said, it's a plural of respect. When you check different languages, the Arab, they have this plural of respect. Many. You see somebody referring to someone, just one person, but if you are not there, you think it's many people he's referring to. What am I even saying? When you come down to Nigeria, someone who understands Hausa, who have lived with the Hausa people, would understand that when a young man have to greet an old man, sometime, Inakwana in Hausa is good morning, but when you're referring to an elderly person, you can say Inakwananku. And Inakwananku normally means good morning when you're referring to many people. But you can use it for just one person. When it's an elderly person, you say inakwananku, it's a plural of respect. The other one I say I give myself, like, is the marketing we. Most of us, this is a big example and a very common one. You see most of people selling their goods either online, on WhatsApp status, on Facebook. You discover that it's only one lady who is selling these things, let's say makeup kits or shoes, but at the end he won't say patronize me. The person unconsciously would use patronize us. This is an English word, an English expression to make you feel big, like as if it's a company already. So if it's like this, then who is more majestic than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself? Allah refer himself in a plural form, we. So when you even check other scriptures, you see that, okay, it's like that. Like when you check the Bible, the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. God said there, let us make man in our own image. This is a verse that the Christians have picked most time to support their Trinity. That what? When God said, let's make man in our, it means they were more than one. As if they are not just one. But no, who are the custodian of the Old Testament? They are the Jews, the religion called Judaism. Till now, no Jew rabbi or Jew leader or Jew teacher would interpret this verse to mean that God is more than one. They are monotheists too. They believe in one God completely, and they will say the same thing I'm saying, that what is a plural of respect. Because when you even check, the first time the Hebrew Bible, Old Testament, is translated into the Greek, it was translated to be what? Theos. Actually, in the Hebrew language, when you're talking about one God, actually it's Eloha. That means one. When you say Elohim, that means it is what? Plural. The word used in Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 is Elohim. But when it is translated into Greek, it is translated into Theos. Theos means one God. This means that what? They understood that what? It is one God. But what? A plural of what? Respect. So when you check all these things, you realize that there is nothing wrong with it at all. If we can use it for the elder ones, kings and queen, the monarchs, then who is the king of all kings? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, who created the heavens and the earth. Like I've explained, it's just one God. The Jews, the rabbis, they understood these verses in the Bible to be one God, that it is what? The majestic plural. We understood it, the Muslims, in this Semitic language, the Hebrew and the Arabic, they understood it. This thing in their language, understood it to be a plural of respect. That's why when you check the Qur'an, you see in Surah Al-Ikhlas chapter 102 verse 1, Qul huwallahu ahad. In book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one God. One God from the Bible, one God from the Quran. The same one God that have been there is the same God that is referred in a respective manner. Elohim to mean many. The same thing in the Quran, where God will say, we do this, we did that. It means one person. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.